Hello, cyberspace. It's me, Angie, and I welcome both you and your ears to an episode of Life, Love, Music, and Space Travel. In case you're wondering who Angie is, I'm Angie, and I'm super stoked to spend some time sharing with y'all some of my experiences and thoughts on living, loving, music, and space travel, or spiritual experiences as I often refer to as space travel. A rather broad spectrum, right? Well, my hope is to always share something that resonates with, intrigues, excites, or perhaps inspires you. On that note, I invite you to sit back, buckle up, and take a little trip out into the cosmos with me. Hello, cyberspace. It's me, Angie, coming to you with episode number 49 of my podcast, Life, Love, Music, and Space Travel. This episode is actually being recorded the night before my 52nd year around the sun comes to a completion. I'm officially going to be 52 years old tomorrow. I am calling this episode Another Trip Around the Sun. And I'm really kind of going to focus on, I suppose, like what a wonderful, fucking spectacular journey this earthly experience has been and continues to be. It just continues to unfold in a manner that I never could have put together myself. I never would have chosen this life for myself, and yet I truly am living a life beyond my wildest dreams. And this isn't just for me. My hope in this episode is to inspire all of y'all out there to embrace each day. Embrace each day as the unwritten page that it is. I am officially back in North Carolina. I recently took a spectacular adventure. That's kind of my touch word, I think, at this point. Spectacular. I had a fantastic adventure in Colorado. I left on June 9th and spent 1 month and 1 week in my old stomping grounds, my old hometown of Eagle, Colorado, in the Eagle Valley, Colorado, the I-70 corridor. I hadn't been back in a year and a half. It'd been almost a year and a half. I returned on, when did I get back? July 17th, I think, maybe July 18th. It's been a whirlwind. But tonight, I felt it was appropriate to reflect on this last year and to send out some positive vibes. And as I mentioned, hopefully inspire all of y'all out there listening to embrace this earthly experience. 52 years. Holy shitballs. I remember there was a time when I didn't think I'd live past 25. 25 years old. I mean, my birthday's on the 25th. The 25th, that would be my golden birthday, 25. And I made it to 25 and I've made it to 52. I'm kind of thinking this is my second golden birthday. I'm turning 52 on the 25th, numbers backwards. I'm a numbers person. I don't know if it means anything, but I am feeling so wonderful. It's got to be a golden birthday, something, a platinum birthday, a silver, I don't know, whatever. It's just a pretty fucking great year so far. And tomorrow begins like another round, I suppose, like another chapter. This year around the sun can really begin any day. It doesn't have to be your birthday. But I'm excited about tomorrow and beginning a new chapter. It's been a wonderful ride. I've sort of been reflecting on what I did for this last year. Anyone who knows me knows I am a music lover. And so as I was thinking, in this last year, I've seen Dave Matthews Band 3 times. I've seen Widespread Panic 3 times. I've been to Jazz Fest in New Orleans. I saw Fish 3 times. I don't know. Seems like number 3 is the magic number. 3 is the magic number. Yeah, it is. This year's been really pretty wonderful. as mentioned, I spent a month and a week in Colorado. Wasn't really sure what I was doing there, but I did release an episode last month and I titled it Going Back to Leave Differently. And man, oh man, did I leave differently. I feel like it was kind of the close to this year for me. So much magical shit took place in that last month and a week. The culmination of the year, I suppose. I'm going to pull out the pod decks questions early on in this episode because they've really been kind of inspiring. And so pod decks, yep, I love it. Questions to inspire conversation. You can get the app. You can buy them in hard copy also. But these ones came out of the New Year, New You deck, I do believe. And it is a new year, although it's not like the new year. It is a new year for me, heading into my 53rd year on the planet, which seems unbelievable. I really do feel like maybe I'm 25. I feel fantastic. But one of the cards asked something about, what was the best thing that happened in the past year? And I was thinking about it, and really growth beyond my wildest dreams is what has taken place. For anyone out there not on a journey of spiritual growth, personal growth, emotional growth, get on board. I don't want to be like Bossy Pants, taking Tina Fey's title away. Give props to Tina Fey, of course. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but holy moly, the life that I'm living has taken on such a different meaning, purpose, focus, all of that stuff. I mean, I've been on a journey of recovery and self-discovery for quite some time, but this last year and a half has been intense. Yeah, a year and a half ago, I left Colorado. The last thing I wanted to do. It is not where I thought I was going to be going. It's not the direction I thought my life would be heading. And it's been an intense process of letting go. I don't want to say I'm grateful for everything that came about to spur me on and kind of send me in this direction of growth, but it is what it is. And so here I am continuing to let go, and I'm growing like a sunflower. I am a July baby, and I think there's a possibility that the sunflower is my flower, and that's the one I'm going to go with. But this past year really has been growth beyond my wildest dreams. When I left Colorado, I'm not sure if I really finished it up in the podcast, in my last episode talking about leaving differently. I went back to Colorado and realized after I was there for a little bit on this kind of unexpected vacation, working vacation. I worked a lot. Thank goodness for the Eagle Diner and Pickled Kitchen and Pantry and Red Maple also. They all put me to work and it was wonderful. But I did go back to leave differently, and leave differently I did. I left on my own terms, which just has been the greatest gift I could really ever give to myself. I left a different Angie than the one I was before I went to Colorado. This person that I am now, oh my goodness, I feel like I've grown 10 feet tall. A couple things happen. In the words of Michael Singer, one of my favorite authors and the author of The Untethered Soul, my soul is untethered. I was really attached to Colorado, to this old life, to this old identity. And leaving there, I was in a place where I don't live in Colorado anymore. And what's beautiful is I don't want to live there anymore. That is something I did not expect. I love the Eagle Valley. It's absolutely beautiful. I was walking to work. I was staying with my dear friend Jeannie and her husband Ray and their pack of dogs. I love them all, even though Bear had a little problem with me, but they welcomed me into their home. I walked to work. It was spectacular. The sun shined down on me every day. It was almost a little bit unbearable. I was kind of waiting for just a little bit of a cloudy day, but I get to walk past the Eagle River every day. It was spectacular. So yes, the Eagle Valley is wonderful, but I don't want to live there anymore. I spent 27 years there and I'm ready to know someplace different. I was chatting with a friend of mine tonight at the Fronting Life Monday Night Meditation. For anyone who lives in Wilmington or in and around this area, you should definitely get there. I'll put their information in the show notes. And I was chatting with my friend Nate, and we both were kind of talking about the beauty behind leaving differently and what a gift it is to have the opportunity or to take the opportunity to leave differently, whether you have to go back in person or whether you go back mentally or emotionally. I think there are many different ways that you can leave something differently, but I highly suggest that you do. I left Colorado angry, sad, mad, afraid, overwhelmed, challenged, resentful. All kinds of yucky emotions were really weighing me down. And this time I left on my own terms. I was ready to come home. Now, I will say I had this spectacular month and a week. Everything went so much better than I ever could have planned out myself. And it was the travel day. I left on a Monday, was supposed to fly out at 11:59 p.m. that night, and I actually didn't get home until the next night at 8 o'clock. I was supposed to get home at 8 in the morning. So yeah, I left differently and on my own terms, but then American Airlines had some other plans for me. There was a lot of letting go, so I'm very grateful for all of my tools. I did admittedly cry a little bit. I was very frustrated. I was coming home to 2 nights of Fish here at the Live Oak Bank Pavilion in Wilmington. Mom came and picked me up at the airport and dropped me off at the music venue just in time for the second set, which was great, thank goodness. But that was not my plan. So yeah, even though it was on my own terms, the universe, I won't say it conspired against me because I don't believe it carried me through to accept life on life's terms. And the second set was spectacular. Just throwing in there, the next night, actually, Wednesday night, the 19th, the show was canceled 4 songs into the second set because of rain, torrential downpour. It was insane. Like no weather I've really ever been in outside at an event like that. It was crazy. I guess 10 years prior, same date, it had happened before. They had to cancel a show also. I'll include that in my show notes as well. But interesting stuff. Yeah, this past year has been growth beyond my wildest dreams. What am I thinking about for the new year? What's my hope for this 53rd year coming into play? Well, I'm just hoping for continued growth beyond my wildest dreams. And what I have come to find is that that's really all mental perspective. I could be a pessimist. I could be afraid. I could be holding on to old stuff, really closing myself off to the endless possibilities and opportunities that are available to kind of all of us here on this earthly experience. I know that we all come from different familial backgrounds and we have different life situations, but this trip is not happenstance. I mean, somehow we all ended up on planet Earth. All of us here on planet Earth ended up on planet Earth, not on Mars, not on Saturn. We ended up on the Disney World of planets, and that comes from Michael Singer as well, which is this pile of dirt that we're on spinning around in the middle of the universe, somehow not being thrown out into space. We have a lot of choices, and there are compromises that might need to be made or consequences to the choices that we decide to make. But I put out to everybody, please free yourself from the constraints of what could be victimhood. I know a lot of us out there don't like that word. I didn't like that word for a while. I'm not a victim, but I did live life as a victim for a long time, and I kind of relished in it, and it kept me stuck. And I blamed a lot of other people for why I was doing or not doing. And I don't live there anymore for the most part. I mean, I'll say I was late coming home because of American Airlines, and I'm going to blame them. The reason that they canceled my flight on Monday night at 11:59, I was supposed to depart. They canceled it at 9 o'clock because of a crew timeout. I feel like they should have known that ahead of time, and we all could have made different plans. So I am going to blame them a little bit. And I'm going to write in my complaint letter, and we'll see what happens with that. But in a lot of other areas, people, places, and things, other people changing their minds about relationships, including myself. I have a lot of choices. I can stay at a job. I can leave a job. I could always go back to Colorado if I wanted to. I have the opportunity and options that I could embrace to live there. I don't want to live there. And so instead, here I am officially saying loud and proud that I live in Wilmington, North Carolina with my folks. And I love it. I do. I love it. This year has been challenging. It's now just Marshmelly and I. One of my greatest losses in this past year was helping my little dude Chippo over the bridge, and that took place on 4/20, I believe, 4/20 of this year. It was a loss, but he had good, almost 15 years. I'm pretty sure his birthday actually was the same day as my birthday, tomorrow. So I'll be celebrating for myself and Chippo. But yeah, a life beyond my wildest dreams. That is what I'm living. And I feel like I could sound hokey and people are going to call bullshit on me and I'm just fucking blowing smoke out there. But the truth is, at least for tonight, being where my feet are, I love my life. I love my life the way it is. With all its challenges, I'm not living in the past. I am continuing to move forward. It has been challenging. Have I been in this happy place the whole time? Hell no. Listen to any of my past episodes and you'll hear me boo-hooing about a lot of stuff or what a challenge it's been to let go of old relationships, to let go of the marriage, to let go of my community and all the stuff that was Colorado. I mean, it's just been this last month and a week. All the 52 year led up to this. Man, life is good. Do I have any plans for the new year? Well, I plan to continue to do the work that allows me to stay open-minded to the limitless possibilities available to me while living this earthly experience. I'm going to continue to do the stuff. I'm going to read. I'm going to listen. I love my Audible app, and I'm listening to Michael Singer for, I don't know, maybe the 10th time, The Untethered Soul in Action. It's the lecture series, and it's fucking fantastico. Putting all of the suggestions into practice, keeping my heart open, trying to move forward to the best of my ability on a regular basis. I'm going to have setbacks. I'm going to have relationship issues. There's going to be all kinds of stuff that takes place that messes with my little plans and designs. But my intention is to go back to what I know works, which is letting go. Let the emotions pass through, feel them, good, bad. Don't hold on to the good. Don't hold on to the bad. Let it all pass through. That was a big part of tonight's meditation, actually. I'm super grateful for Travis and what he has put together in the community that he's building with his Fronting Life community and a couple of other things that he's got going on. I want to keep moving forward and letting go of old ideas and relationships that no longer serve me. That seems scary and kind of sad at times, but I didn't make it to 52 years by hiding out and sticking with the stuff that doesn't work. I've had to let go. I'm grateful for every bit of information out there that is available to help me move forward and find more joy and happiness in my daily life than I ever thought was possible. I think I'm going to keep more music, lots and lots of live music. What's keeping me young? I believe I'm a pretty young 52-year-old. I will say it's not very often that I feel 52. Unless, of course, I am working at Jack Mackerel. Sometimes that place kicks my ass. Since I've been back in Wilmington, I've been picking up some shifts, and we use Fiestaware. They use Fiestaware to serve their dinners and stuff on, and that shit is heavy. It's great, great dinnerware, but it's heavy, and the place beats me up. Thank goodness for the fantastic staff, and they just welcomed me right back in. I'm so, so grateful for Jack Mackerel's, the whole management staff, all my coworkers, but I need to stay a young 52 heading into 53 if I'm going to have any longevity there. Life is pretty spectacular. There's a lot of July birthdays going on right now. There's lots of birthdays all the time, so I'm going to wish happy birthdays to everybody out there. It's almost like a birthday each day that we wake up. Any day I end up upright is sort of a birthday. So here's a happy birthday to everyone out there listening, whenever your birthday is. Happy birthday to you, to those that have passed. Happy birthday. Let's make each day a birthday. That's really going to be my suggestion. What's holding you back? Why are you doing what you're doing or not doing what you're not doing? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What bucket list items do you have left on your list? What are you dreaming of that you can start to put into action? I mean, those things are attainable. Sometimes it can seem easier to sit back and make excuses for, but that's just misery. I mean, this earthly experience is going to be over. We know that. People transition every day. People transitioning right now. By choice, not by choice, old age, young age. People are transitioning on to the next great adventure all the time. It's coming. No one here gets out alive. Jim Morrison, I think. Maybe that was one of his lines. At least the name of one of the biographies out there about him. I say, grab hold of life. Doesn't mean you have to pack up all your shit and leave or get divorced or get married or have a kid or don't have a kid, any of that. Don't take lightly this trip that we're on, because it is temporary. Nobody wants regrets. We want to get to the end of the ride and be happy with it. Maybe we'll get another go around. I don't know. But I do know I'm going to go to bed tonight and I'm going to feel really good about 52 years so far. Thanks to my mom and dad for helping to bring me into the world. Thanks to the universe, higher power, creator, force, source, whatever it is out there that also helped bring me into this existence that I have. I am super grateful for everybody who has participated with me. Y'all know that my 50th birthday that year was really rough and tough. And that's when I added in the ketamine infusions. While I was in Colorado, actually in Frisco, I went to High Country Wellness and Infusion and got to see Mandy. And that's where my ketamine infusion journey began. And that's just skyrocketed my whole existence. It's the medicine that I needed. Episode number 19, if you're curious about it. It's not a recreational thing for me. I go into the clinic. I leave the planet for about 45 minutes through an IV infusion. And it is a medicine that works for me, out there and available for people who it might also work for. So check it out. If you're curious, you can listen to the episode. But that's just another piece of the puzzle for myself. Talk therapy. I made a schedule with my therapist today. I get to see Corey next week. I'm really excited. He's so supportive of me. And he's really helped me along on this journey of healing that I've been on. I don't want to be stuck in the past, and I don't want to be afraid of the future. I want to be in today. I want to be present today. Today is where life is. It's really the only place that it is. So as I look around my bedroom, and I've kind of joked about it through the last 48 episodes that I'm almost 52 years old and living with mom and dad. Well, fuck. I'm almost 52 years old and I'm living with mom and dad right now. And thank goodness for them. They invited me into their home. They took me in at a very low point in my life. And I'm incredibly grateful for this time that I get to spend with them. I really, really love my life. And for anyone out there who can't say that about their own life, I say do whatever it takes to find your way to that. Not just checking out, not just blotting out life, but doing the work. The personal growth stuff it's where it's at. At Fish on Tuesday night, as I mentioned, Wednesday night, it poured. It downpoured, and it was great. I mean, it was warm rain. Everyone was in the groove. It was fantastic. What a gift to not be horrified by the rain. And I was surrounded by a bunch of other people who were also not horrified by the rain. Some people went home, some people didn't. And no, not everybody was on all drugs and, all messed up. I mean, there were certainly quite a few people who were, and that's okay. That to me is another testament to this place that I am in my life. I am going to be throwing curveballs. I know that. We're all throwing curveballs. Life has some challenging parts to it. There's loss, there's sadness, there's grief, there's all of those things, but that's a part of this deal. So keeping my heart open, not guarding it, not shielding it, not putting up walls around it, not protecting it with a steel armor around it, but keeping it open to every feeling that can come around and letting all the feelings pass. Oh man, life is good. Life is good. I have more music coming up. I'm beginning my 53rd year, heading into my 53rd year with lots more live music. I'm going to be going to Colorado again in October. I've got quite a few different episodes coming out. I am going to do an episode specific on my 3 nights of panic on the rocks. I got to see Widespread Panic at Red Rocks 3 nights in a row. Unexpected, sort of. It was a fantastic 3 nights. I met some amazing people, and I'm going to do an episode on that. I'm also going to do an episode on Colorado and talk about everything Eagle County to me, all Colorado stuff, because I love, love, love the state of Colorado. Who knows what else is yet to come? I'm excited about possibilities. I've got 2 nights of Government Mule coming up. I did go see Dave Matthews Band earlier in the summer. I have concert tickets for, I think, Steep Canyon Rangers. They're coming up. Keller Williams. There's a lot of stuff going on. So more episodes to come. I'm definitely going to keep podcasting. I appreciate everybody who's listening for your support. I'm still hoping to continue to grow a community around this podcast. Life, love, music, and space travel encompasses a lot of stuff. So if you have any topics that fit into those, or you want to share something with me, give me some info. Send me a message. Send me an email. ashyisbadass@gmail.com. Life is pretty fucking spectacular. I hope that anyone out there who's not feeling that way right now perhaps finds their way to feeling fucking spectacular. It's not going to be that way all the time, but it is attainable. Do what you need to do. Find what you are looking for. Embark on the authentic journey that's yours. Life is going to pass us by so much quicker than any of us could really imagine. Some of us leave unexpectedly, earlier than expected. And why? Who knows? What's the reason? There's a story, always a story behind the story. But I say, here's my birthday wish for everyone out there on the planet. I wish for you to find your authentic path, to find the courage to do what it is that you want to do, to let go of the excuses, to stop playing the victim. Maybe that sounds harsh, that could piss some people off, but I played the victim. I did, and I didn't know until I knew. And now I can't go back into the dark, thank goodness. I don't want to blame other people for my lot in life. At this point, I believe things are really great for a lot of reasons. A lot of people helped me along the way. They continue to help and support me along the way for sure. But I have to do the work. So here is to a new year. I'm going to Jazz Fest again, I believe. I think. I'm going back to Colorado. I've got a lot of stuff on the horizon. But sooner than any of those things, I'm going to snuggle up in bed with my little marshmallow and say goodnight to 52. 52 years. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll be, quote, 52. That always kind of messes me up. Heading into my 53rd year. But I'll officially have finished 52 years on the planet tomorrow. So yeah, I'll officially be 52. I'm pretty excited about what 53 is bringing me. I don't live in Colorado anymore. I live in Wilmington, North Carolina for now, and I am pretty happy about it. I've got an eBay business. I've got a podcast. I got a dog. I got a family who loves me. I have lots of friends, and I'm pretty sure that all y'all out there have a lot of that stuff as well. Maybe a cat, maybe a lizard, maybe a rat or a snake, whatever it is that floats your boat. Kids, a good job. And if you don't have something that is really getting you all jazzed up, then get out there and find it. And here is to another trip around the sun. What a wild and wonderful ride that's available for all of us. All of us. If we were all living our authentic lifestyle, we'd probably all be a lot happier. The planet would not be in the mess it's in, I think, us fighting against what we think is owed to us. Do the work. Read some books. Find some Michael Singer. Listen to some Pema Chodron. Those are some really great people out there. And to all my friends and family who have supported me and helped me make it to 52 years old, I love you beyond measure, more than I could really ever properly express. Yeah, I think that's it for now. That's my Fast and Furious, another trip around the sun episode. Here is to another day of living. Thanks for listening. Bye. So we've reached the end of today's episode. Thanks so very much for listening. It's now time to reconnect to planet Earth and all that comes with living on the blue ball. I'd love to hear your ideas for future episode topics, along with any and all positive and or constructive feedback. Please feel free to contact me at ashyisbadass@gmail.com. Thanks again for spending some time with me and allowing me to share myself with you. Until next time, please be gentle with yourselves, be kind to animals, and do all you can to allow your authentic selves to shine brightly.